What makes a fantasy audio series binge-worthy? Welcome to Pocket FM Writers Academy. Today we are diving into what transforms a fantasy audio series from something listeners casually sample into an experience they cannot stop listening to. A truly binge-worthy fantasy does not just entertain. It captivates, surprises, and pulls the audience deeper with every episode. So what exactly creates that effect? Let us begin with characters, because fantasy is never only about magic or monsters. A binge-worthy fantasy does not give us perfect heroes. It gives us individuals with strengths, weaknesses, and emotional wounds. When listeners begin to care about a character's choices, fears, and relationships, they willingly stay through every twist. Emotional attachment is the engine of binge listening. Next, we have world building. Fantasy thrives when the world feels alive and distinct. Let listeners learn the rules of magic as the characters use it. Let them uncover the history of kingdoms through conflicts and consequences. A believable, textured world creates curiosity, and curiosity keeps listeners pressing play. Now let us talk about pace, because structure is what holds the listener's attention. A binge-worthy fantasy moves with purpose. Scenes are shaped around tension, stakes, and forward momentum. Every episode should deliver some form of payoff, whether it is an emotional confrontation, a new revelation, or the solution to a smaller mystery. This is the famous Pocket FM Cliffhanger Effect, and it works because it mirrors the push and pull of classic fantasy storytelling. Another key element is the role of sound. Audio fiction is a sensory experience. When narration feels confident and expressive, the world feels closer. When sound effects support the atmosphere, the listener begins to imagine the scenes more vividly. The clink of armor, the crackle of fire, the echo of footsteps in a forgotten cave. These details make the story feel physical. Music, too, sets mood and emotion. Emotion is the final ingredient that brings it all together. Fantasy may be filled with quests, battles, and magic, but the emotional stakes are what stay with the audience. Love, betrayal, loyalty, sacrifice, ambition, guilt. These arcs give depth to the adventure. When a story balances the epic with the intimate, listeners are no longer following just the plot. They are following your character's emotional journey. Before we close, there's one more quality that truly separates a good fantasy from a great one, and that is consistency. A binge-worthy series does not start strong and fade. It maintains rhythm and tension across episodes. To sum it up, a great fantasy audio series brings together compelling characters, layered world building, purposeful pacing, immersive audio, and strong emotional arcs. When these elements work together, the result is a story that listeners do not want to pause. Hope you found this video helpful. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss our upcoming storytelling guides.